Sediment Traps, Drip Legs, and Shutoff Valves. Episode 9 of the Gas Service Animated Series. The small parts that protect every appliance. Gas piping looks clean from the outside, but the inside tells another story. Rust scale flakes off older pipe, thread cuttings drop in during assembly, and moisture can ride along with the gas. All of it travels downstream with the flow. Appliance gas valves and burner orifices are built with tight passages, and a single chip in the wrong place can hold a valve seat open or plug an orifice. So the code puts a simple mechanical catch right at the appliance. Here is that catch: the sediment trap. The code figure shows a T-fitting with a cap nipple in the bottom outlet. The code permits a nipple of any length. Some state amendments and conservative field practice call for at least 3 inches. Gas flows down through the run of the T and has to turn a corner to reach the appliance. Debris is far heavier than gas, so it cannot make that turn. It keeps going straight down and settles in the capped pocket, out of the stream. Orientation is everything. If the gas passes straight through the run and the pocket just hangs off the branch, most debris flies right past it. The flow has to turn, the pocket has to point down, and the cap has to be gas tight. Where does the trap go? When the appliance does not have one built in, you install it at the appliance connection, downstream of the appliance shutoff valve, and as close to the appliance inlet as practical, so it protects the controls right behind it. Furnaces, water heaters, and boilers all get one. But the code also lists appliances that do not require a sediment trap: illuminating appliances, ranges, clothes dryers, decorative appliances installed in vented fireplaces, gas fireplaces, and outdoor gas grills. Learn that list the way it is printed, and when in doubt, install the trap. Now, do not confuse a sediment trap with a drip. A drip is a container placed at a low point in a piping system to collect condensate, and it belongs where wet gas makes moisture a concern. It has to stay accessible, and it has to be protected from freezing. A sediment trap serves the appliance. Its job is dirt, the chips and cuttings that unavoidably enter piping during construction, kept away from valves and orifices. The two can look alike, a capped stub of pipe, but they solve different problems in different places. Every appliance gets its own manual shutoff valve. The code wants it within 6 feet of the appliance it serves, readily accessible and permanently identified. Its purpose is isolation. You can service or replace one appliance while every other appliance in the building keeps its gas. For a decorative appliance in a fireplace, the valve stays out of the firebox unless it is listed for that location. And keep the rolls straight. The appliance shutoff is a service valve, not an emergency valve. Between the valve and the appliance, you will often find a listed flexible connector. Connectors have hard rules. They never pass through walls, partitions, ceilings, or floors, and they are never concealed. The gas outlet stays in the same room as the appliance. Length is set by the listing, with no stretching and no kinks, and a connector is not reused. When the appliance is replaced or moved, or the connector is damaged in any way, the connector gets replaced with it. Rigid pipe is always an acceptable way to make the connection. One more small part earns its keep on service day: the union. Downstream of the appliance shutoff valve, a union or a flange connection lets you break the line and remove the appliance controls without cutting pipe. Close the valve, open the union, and the appliance comes out while the rest of the system stays tight. Without it, the only way in is a saw or a wrench on threaded pipe that does not want to give. Valve first, union next, appliance last. That order makes every future repair easier. So on a service call, the small parts get a real inspection. Trap present, pocket pointing down, with the flow making the turn. Cap tight, checked with leak solution, gas tight. Shut off within reach, permanently identified and working smoothly. Connector listed, undamaged, not kinked, and never passing through a wall or floor. And a union downstream of the valve, ready for the next tech. Small parts checked fast, protecting everything downstream. The sediment trap makes gas turn a corner that debris cannot follow. Placement is at the appliance inlet, and the exception list is printed in the code. The shutoff valve lives within 6 feet, accessible and identified, and the listed connector plus a union keep every future service call simple. Next episode, pressure testing and purging, proving a system tight before the gas goes in.